My name is Jack Shiner. I had been living with the paranormal since a near-death experience when I was only 4 years old. I was never alone, and everywhere I went, I saw shadows and heard voices around me. After years of living with the paranormal, I set out to find out who was trying to communicate with me and why. It didn't take long before I knew there was life after death. That's why I decided to seek out the dead and show you there is life after death. It is my goal to only show you the facts and leave out the special effects. You will have to make up your own mind whether to believe it or not. I am at the Pioneer Graveyard here in Union Gap, Washington. As you can hear, there's masses of noise because I'm about 25 to 30 yards from the highway going by. It's still a pretty nice little cemetery for the folks that were buried here a very long time ago. I'm going to show you little Nellie's headstone where she's laid to rest. Little Nellie follows me quite often. I hear her voice in the background. She's singing and dancing and playing in my audio. The headstone is literally right next to me, so I'm going to show you that right now. Little Nellie, she was laid to rest April 8th, 1872 at the age of 3 years, 5 days. I take these little lambs, said he, and lay them down in my breast. Protection they shall find in me be ever blessed. I hope she is blessed. I hope she finds someone to protect her. Since I first started coming here, some of the headstones have been broken. This headstone had been broken. They fixed it, and some jerk broke it again. So they had to concrete it to the ground so nobody would break it even further. There's a special place in hell reserved for people that do this. I'm standing right here at Sarah Perkins' headstone. This is one of the places that I originally came and set my recorder down. The headstone has been broken again. I can't understand why people would want to break somebody's headstone. But I set a recording device down on Sarah's headstone and I asked her to come out and speak to me. And at that point in the audio, you could hear Sarah talking to another individual. And the other individual, I didn't know at the time, was Blanche Perkins. And she was talking to Sarah and saying that she liked me and she wanted me to be her next husband. And because I didn't say no, she decided that she was going to basically latch onto me, which I've talked to her all over the country. She's in all of my audios. I don't mind. I'm not threatened by Blanche. I think it's sweet, to be honest, that she would want me to be her next husband. This is the site where Lorenzo and Blanche Perkins are laid to rest. Their story was a tragedy beyond tragedies. They were coming to Union Gap back then, old Yakima, to be with their family, to have their first child when they came across the individuals that were shot upon by the cavalry boat going down the Columbia River. If the cavalry boat wouldn't have shot on that band of Indians, these folks would have never been murdered by them. So the fault has to lay on the cavalry as well for shooting Indians that there was no reason for, just to keep them on an island. You don't shoot people with a damn machine gun and expect them not to get angry. And that's what happened, is the cavalry shot into a band of Indians to keep them onto an island so they could control them. Some of them escaped. They came across the Perkins and killed them. But here's where Blanche and Lorenzo are laid to rest. This is where I first came in contact with Blanche. She decided that she wanted to be with me, which is okay. I accept that. Maybe one day when I go to the other side, I will actually get to meet Blanche. But until then, I'll keep her in my heart, and Lorenzo as well as being part of me now. Hopefully after sharing their story with you, that you'll find a little place in your heart to keep as well.
John Bain. He was 16 years old. This is the very first spot that I had anything of the paranormal happen. I was here on Halloween 2011, and I had a flashlight in my hand, and as I was trying to read John's headstone, the flashlight went out. Took me by surprise because it was a brand new flashlight with brand new batteries. So I stepped back and I went to look at the flashlight, and it came on in my face, and it blinded me because it was pitch black out here. And I go, wow, okay, it does work. And I put the flashlight back to read his headstone, and it went out again. And I'm like going, what the heck is going on with this flashlight? So I moved it to look at it again, and the light came on. And I'm like going, okay, something weird is going on here. As I moved the flashlight back and forth in all directions over John's headstone, the flashlight would go out. And as soon as it got off of his headstone, the light would come back on. So it would come on, off, and it's like, okay, this is really bizarre. This happened for approximately 5 minutes, and then the anomaly faded. It was no longer going on and off. As I got closer to Little Nellie's headstone, which is right there, about halfway, the light started going out again, and it started doing the same phenomena. As I would move the flashlight, it would come on, and then I'd move it back into a certain spot, and the light would go out. That happened for about 2 minutes. Then the phenomena ceased. It didn't happen again the entire visit, and it hasn't happened since. I happen to like this one. I've been to a lot of cemeteries all over the country. I've seen a lot of historical places. The only bad thing about this one is the highway is literally a stone's throw from where I'm standing. So these poor folks, they listen to road noise nonstop, which kind of sucks, to be honest. John was 16 years of age when he passed. When I first came here, way back in Halloween, long time ago, the visit was kind of unique because I've never been to a cemetery at night, nor have I ever been to a cemetery on Halloween. So it was the beginning of my paranormal search, basically, to find out what was going on around me. Took place right here, Halloween 2011. Cemetery, as you can see, is not very big, but it's definitely a good place to come if you're into the paranormal. Just don't damage anything. Don't leave garbage behind. Be respectful of the people that live here. Come in, talk to them. They'll talk to you. All you got to do is say, I'm here to talk to somebody, maybe tell your story. That's the best way to engage the paranormal, is not threatening. Don't be like some of the people on TV, yelling at the spirits, trying to provoke them. That's not what you want to do. You don't go to somebody's house and start yelling at them to get them to talk to you. Be respectful. These guys here, they're people. They're just on the other side. Don't forget that. These are still people. How do you want to be treated? This is truly one of the saddest stories that I have come across in all of the cemeteries that I've been to. Anna was born in 1886. Olive was born in 1887. Anna died in 1902. Olive died in 1903. Almost a year to the day of each other, they were born and died. I couldn't even begin to tell you how that would make me feel as a father, to have my children reach 16 years old and be taken from me.
For some reason, when I came here, these really stood out to me. I couldn't even imagine losing a child at whatever age, but to lose two of them literally a year apart, as soon as they basically turned 16, they died. I'm standing right next to another 3-year-old. There's plenty of young people in this cemetery. A lot of things that we take for granted today caused a lot of the young people to perish. Flus, cold, fever, fall out of a tree. A lot different life back then than we have today. The struggles that we have today don't compare to the struggles they had in the 1800s. They could walk out their door and get bit by a rattlesnake and die. Every day for them was life and death. We just don't have that struggle like they did. You can see across here is not a very big cemetery. I am clear to the end now by the gate. There's where Blanche and Lorenzo Perkins is laid to rest. And over there on the other side of that tree is where little Nellie is laid to rest. Sarah Perkins is laid right there. These folks here wanted me to tell you that they do exist. That's how I was able to get them to communicate with me. For you guys out there that are on the fence about life after death, it's okay. It's not my intention to make you run out and join a church. That's not what I was intending to do at all. My intentions was to show you that there is life after death. I hope that by watching this, you too will get a sense of peace, that we don't just get put in the ground and that's it. Okay, we do go on. I'll see you on the other side.